Rob Lowe is known for his decades-long Hollywood career, from The West Wing to Parks and Recreation, but these days, he's using his voice for something far more personal. The 60-year-old actor has become a passionate advocate for cancer research and clinical trials, inspired by his own family's journey with the disease. But first, it's been a busy year for Rob on all fronts, from family milestones to new projects in the works. His son Matthew recently got engaged, and Rob admits that wedding planning brings back some memories, and maybe a little stress. He laughs, saying, "It reminds me of planning my own wedding. I got so stressed out that we just threw something together at a friend's house. When I hear wedding talk, I flee." And when it comes to the big day, Rob promises to bring his trademark charm and humor, adding, "I'm always the embarrassing dad. I'll definitely bring the party." Meanwhile, his younger son John Owen Lowe, who co-created the hit Netflix comedy Unstable with his dad, is keeping busy too. Rumor has it John Owen just sold a new project to Apple TV, but apparently, Rob won't be starring in it. "He won't let me play a part," Rob jokes. "He goes through all his fancy people, and I'm sitting here waiting for the call. I told him when you do call, I'm charging you double." The Lowes are clearly a creative family, and Rob's enthusiasm for storytelling continues with his latest project, a potential reboot of St. Elmo's Fire, the 1985 film that helped launch his career. "We have a script," he says. "We're doing revisions right now. Looking back at that character of Billy is like looking back at my 20-year-old self." But even as he reflects on his past, Rob's focus today is on something much bigger, the fight against cancer. Rob's father, Charles Lowe, was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in 1990. After years of treatment, he's been cancer-free since 1994. That experience changed everything for Rob. He says his dad's strength and survival were defining moments that inspired him to speak out about the importance of clinical trials, a message he's been sharing since his days on the West Wing. Now, Rob has teamed up with pharmaceutical company Lilly to raise awareness about the role of clinical trials in saving lives. Recently, Entertainment Tonight caught up with Rob at the Susan G. Komen Walk, where he rallied supporters and shared his family's personal connection to the cause. "My mom, my grandma, and my grandma's mom all eventually passed away from breast cancer," Rob said. "My grandma was in clinical trials, and they extended her life twice." For Rob, that's proof of what research and innovation can do. "I've been raising awareness that people should ask about clinical trials from the jump," he explains. "It's not a last resort thing. It can make a difference early on." At the event, Rob stood surrounded by survivors, families, and advocates, a moment that reminded him why this work matters. "The lights, the cameras, the action, this is what it's really about," he said, "helping people live longer, fuller lives." Rob knows there are still misconceptions about clinical trials, that they're experimental, risky, or only for patients who have run out of options. But he's working to change that. "What people should do first," he says, "is speak with their doctor and see if a clinical trial is right for them. The biggest misconception is that you might get a placebo or that it's not appropriate at the beginning of treatment." Rob stresses that clinical trials are not about taking chances. They're about expanding choices. "Your doctor can help you understand your options," he says. "For my family, it made a huge difference." Rob's message is simple: education saves lives. He's encouraging anyone facing a diagnosis to start the conversation early, not to wait until other treatments have failed. For those who want to learn more, Rob points people to cancerclinicaltrials.com, a resource dedicated to connecting patients with research opportunities that could extend or even save lives. It's a mission that hits close to home. Rob's advocacy honors not only his father's survival, but the generations of strong women in his family who fought their own battles with cancer. Each story fuels his determination to help others understand that hope can often be found in science, and that research isn't just about the future, it's about the here and now. We have the power to change outcomes, he says. We just need awareness, support, and access. Rob Lowe has spent more than 4 decades in the spotlight, but behind the fame is a man who's learned that life's greatest rewards come from service, not stardom. Whether he's on set or on stage at a charity walk, Rob is using his platform for purpose, to spark conversations, inspire families, and remind people that help is out there. And as he looks toward the next chapter, both personally and professionally, Rob says he's as grateful as ever. From celebrating his son's successes to watching his father continue to thrive, Rob's story is one of resilience, connection, and compassion. He's not just the star we've grown up watching. He's a son, a father, and an advocate determined to make a difference.